Oh my God. Okay, so a warm good evening to one and all. So hope you all are doing really good. So today, sorry, tomorrow or day after tomorrow, you'll be all having your exams on Pondicherry University and Hyderabad Central University. So I just thought we could have an interactive session in which you can ask your doubts or queries regarding Pondicherry University and HCU. Also, I'll be sharing some last minute tips for you to excel in the entrance exam. So moving on. So as you all know, why we should, you all would be knowing why we should be studying in a central university. So one of the main reason is that it gives a lot of exposure and opportunities for us. And most of us go for a post graduation or graduation in search of continuing education or becoming a faculty or teaching purposes. So if you are someone who is very much interested in teaching or continuing education for a PhD, you would need to write NET and other allied examinations. So the syllabus of the central university, uh, okay. So the syllabus of a central university correlates with many entrance exams such as NET, GATE, JRF. All these exams have a similar syllabus. So that's one reason why you should study in a central university. One other main important factor which aids our study is that we are studying in an environmental diversity. It means that your classmates would be from across India and you will be having friends from Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Jammu Kashmir, and Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, and all these people would be helping you to evolve into a better personality with multiple at multiple perspectives and a lot of things like that. And in a central university, all the faculties are highly eminent and they will be um, helping you out for any help you need. And in a central university, almost there will be almost 24 hours library facility, and the lab facilities over there would be high tech. Okay. And one of the other main feature is that it's autonomous and the infrastructure is huge. Most of the central universities have 500 to 2000 acres, such as HU have 2000 acre, whereas Pondicherry have 800 acre of campus, and there will be a lot of things to explore and learn through that too. And in a central university, the mode of communication is English, and that would help you evolve into a global person. Okay, so in this session I'll be sharing contents about two universities, Pondicherry University and Hyderabad Central University, the entrance exam details and the admission process, and also I'll be sharing last minute tips for the exams. Okay, so Pondicherry University was established in 1985 and it is one of the best central universities in India. Okay, so it is 10 kilometers apart from the main town, but still it's in the highway from Pondicherry to Chennai, and it is well connected. There is a lot of facilities inside the campus and also outside the campus. At present, there are 13 schools having 34 departments and 12 centers, which which occupies more than 6,000 students per year. And it is one of the best central universities in India, sorry, in South India, apart from Hyderabad Central University. Okay. So then I would like to say about University of Hyderabad. University of Hyderabad is also a bit away from the main town, but still it's in Gachibowla. It's also a well-developed place now, but earlier it was a bit far from the main town of Hyderabad, and it's also a place of excellence wherein almost all the departments are globally ranked. Okay, so this is the exam pattern for HCU. There will be a total 100 questions. Sorry, it's not 2 hours, it's 2 hours 30 minutes. and for each correct answer you will be getting +1 marks, and each wrong answer will have -3. So that means that if you attempt 4 questions and you get 1 correct answer and 3 as wrong, you will be getting net as 0. Whereas if you for each 1 correct answer you will be getting 1 point, and for each wrong answer you will be getting a deduction of 0.33. So 3 wrong answers would mean that you will use 1 mark. So in the case in which you attended 4 questions and you had 1 correct and 3 as wrong, you will be getting net 0. So what we should do is we should not attend the questions which we are not sure of. That means that if you are not sure of any answer, try not to attend it, because you will be losing marks if you get it wrong. Okay. Then pattern of HCU question paper UG is UG. This is for humanities subjects. It will have 25 questions each from language and comprehension, reasoning ability, quantitative aptitude, general awareness, and social studies. Okay. Then this is the one for Pondicherry University. For Pondicherry University, the duration is 2 hours, and you'll get 4 marks for each correct answer. And there is a deduction of -1 for each wrong answer. That means that in this scenario, I will say you attended 5 questions, you got 1 correct and you got 4 as wrong. So you'll have net as 0. Whereas if you had attended 1 only instead of that 5, you will get 1 marks instead of the 0 marks. Okay. So the admission process in Pondicherry University is that you initially needs to apply, then you will get the hall ticket, then comes the entrance exam. Then after the entrance exam, the university will be publishing a rank list, which will be having the list of selected people. Also, it will be having a list of waitlisted candidates. The waitlisted candidates means that they can apply for admission once the selected ones are denying their offer. That means that if I got selected and someone else was in the waiting list, and if I didn't take the admission, the one who is in the waiting list first rank will get admission in case of my seat. And if 2 people are denying their seat, the 2 people in the waiting list would be getting the admission. Okay. Then after we get after our name comes in the selection list, we should make a payment, and we should also submit our certificates. Okay. After the submission of certificates and the making of payment, it will be the counseling process. And after the counseling process, the whole admission process is over and we are getting the admission. So this is almost similar even for HCU, wherein there will be a publication of rank list, there will be selection list and waiting list. Then we need to pay the fees, and then it is the counseling. Okay, then I would like to say about the reservation in educational institutions. So all central universities have 27% seats reserved for other backward classes. Then there is 15% seats for scheduled caste. Then there is 7.5% seats for scheduled tribe. And recently, from last year, 10% seats are allocated for EWS candidates, economically weaker section candidates. Okay, then comes the remaining portion of seats are allocated general, and the general seats will be occupied by students from all categories. So if I am an OBC and I come in the general list, I'll be getting admission in the general category. And that means that any person will be getting admission in the general list, whereas the reserved list will be only for the students who are belonging to that community or that category. Okay. Then this is an important information. To the exam center, we need to take our admit card as well as a photo ID card. photo ID card would mean that we should take an Aadhaar card or PAN card. Aadhaar card is most preferred one, which is very much accepted everywhere. And in the case of HCU entrance exam, it is paper and pen mode, and you should not darken more than one option in the OMR sheet. Whereas for the Pondicherry University entrance exam, it is computer based test, and in the computer based test, you will be having an option of only one. You will be having option only to mark one answer. And once again, I am repeating, not to get a negative mark. In the case of HCU entrance, it is minus 0.33. It means that if you get 3 questions wrong, you'll be getting reduction of 1 mark. And for all correct answer of HCU entrance, it is 1 mark. And for Pondicherry University, correct answers will have 4 marks, and wrong answer will have a reduction of 1 mark. Okay, for HCU entrance exam, only for some subjects, calculator is allowed. And for Pondicherry University also, for some exams, calculator is allowed. For most of the exams, calculators are not allowed. And this I have already discussed. Then last minute tips would be, one should read the exam instructions properly. It means that we have a set of instructions in our admit card. So you should read the exam instructions properly. It will be having a lot of instructions. We need to read it properly, and you should follow it in a proper manner. And you should allot time judiciously for the questions. It means that for HCU entrance exam, there is a total of 150 minutes for 100 questions. So it means that you can spend up to 1.5 minutes for each question. So you should not spend more than 1.5 minutes for each question, and you should devote the time judiciously. Okay. Then there is negative marks. So you should avoid guessing. You should click only if you are 100% sure of it. And for Pondicherry University, 4 wrong answers will overweigh 1 right answer. And for HCU entrance exam, 3 wrong answers will overweigh 1 right answer. And then one thing is to remain motivated and don't get demotivated easily. And one another suggestion I have for you is that you should reach the exam center at least 45 minutes before the scheduled time. If you are told to reach the center by, like if you are told to reach there will be a reporting time. So you should try to reach at least before 15 minutes of the reporting time. And don't panic, because it's all just an exam, and there will be a lot of entrance exams. Even if you are not able to perform well in one exam, you will be able to perform well in other exams. So it's not the end of everything. There will be a lot of exams, and don't worry about anything. It will all be fine. So if you have any queries, we can discuss. So any queries, feel free to ask.
Sir?
Yeah.
Just before this class, I have attended Pondicherry University's mock test.
Okay.
And in that, there was, after I attended the questions, when I was going to click the finish button, there came, you do not have marked bookmark. And
sorry,
then
can you please repeat?
When I attended the 10 questions and going to click finish button.
Okay.
That time there came, you have not marked the bookmark.
Okay.
And then I went back and click all bookmark. And what is it bookmark, and what is the necessary of clicking it?
Okay, so for Pondicherry University, it is online mode of entrance exam. So you'll be having bookmark, and there will be a green button, there will be a red button, there will be a violet button. I am not sure of these buttons, but green button, if you click on the green button, you are 100% sure, and the options won't change. Then there will be a what to say, another button for bookmarking or violet button, which is for reviewing after like if you want to go through the question again, you can put it for review. That is one button. That's what I know. And bookmarking is for if you want to check the question again. There in the right side, you will be seeing 100 buttons of all the questions. So the bookmarked symbol would be different from the others, and that would have a different color from the others, right? So you will be able to identify which one you are not sure of, and you can go and check it or review it once again. So that's the purpose of bookmark.
And I have been, it was in not like red, blue, like that color ways. It was only just a square box in the right upper right side, and we just need to click. And if we click on that, there will be tick mark. And the left side there are numbers. No, you have just mentioned 1 to 100, like that 1 to 10. There was in the mock test, and if we click any option, it turned to green, and if I clicked in the bookmark box, it turned into blue.
Okay, so I'm not sure which website you use for the mock test, but still this main exam would be having 100 questions in which you'll be having an option to review it and submit it. So if you don't at the end of 2 hours, the exam will automatically be submitted. And one more thing I would like to mention is that since Pondicherry University is an online exam, you need to make sure that your computer, the mouse, keyboard, monitor, all are functional. So if there is any issue with any of the devices, please report it to the supervisor. They will arrange an alternative device for you, because if the device malfunctions between the session, it will lead to a loss of time for you. So you should make sure that you are checking the the keyboard, mouse, and monitor are working properly. Okay, that's one thing you need to be very much sure of. So is there any kind of dress code like NEET exam have? So Pondicherry University have mentioned that the students should not have full sleeve dresses. So you should make sure that it's half sleeve. That's one thing Pondicherry University have mentioned. And Aadhaar card is necessary because it's a card which is which could act as an identity card. So Aadhaar card is the most preferred one by all institutions. So please try to take Aadhaar card with you when you go for the entrance exam. So how to attend the computer-based test? Please explain steps from beginning. So let me try 1 second. I'll try to explain. I'll try to find some material for it. So any other queries?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, please.
I've got exam on 4th of September, 4th at CU and Pondicherry University.
Okay.
My Hyderabad University exam commences on, I think it's from 12 to 2, and Pondicherry is from like 4 to 6 in the evening. So
Okay.
And the reporting time for Pondicherry is 2:45, and my exam centers are like 2 hours away from each other. So I was wondering.
So you should try to choose one amongst them. So that's one advice I have for you. Like, what else can I say now?
I'm also in quite a bit of a confusion right now. Like,
you should like have a choosing.
Okay.
Both of them might not be possible. Like it might be possible, but it might not be possible to.
So it would be better to like choose one among them, right?
Yeah, it's better to choose one
Uh,
among them. So I'll
Okay.
just share. This is similar to how the entrance exam would be for Pondicherry University. So here you will be having 100 boxes in the right side. Then you'll be having not visited, not answered, answered, marked for review, and answered and marked for review. So if you answer a question and if you want to mark it for review, it will come like this. And marked for review is when you have attempted, sorry, you have gone through the question, but you have not given the answer for it. So you can give it for review, and answered would be having the green color, and the red color would be for the ones which are not answered. And for the questions which were not visited, like at least one, if you haven't visited it, it would be having the gray color. Okay, so this is not exactly how it would be for the Pondicherry University, but this would be almost similar for what it would be with the Pondicherry University. Okay, so this would be this is the UGC panel. It might be similar to what the Pondicherry would be. So this would be the, you can have save and next would give the green color answered, mark for review and next would give the violet color, save and mark for review would give this button. So it would be violet, and green is for save and mark for review, mark for review, and next would be this button. Okay, so this would be that. So election ID, it's also fine, but it's better to have an Aadhaar card. So challenging in HU, I'm not sure of it, but usually challenging happens like this. So the university will be publishing a answer key for the entrance exam. So if you have any doubts on like any of the keys was given wrong, you can challenge it by paying a nominal amount. So if your challenge is accepted, the answer key will be revised and the total marking might change if the answer key is revised. Okay, that's what is about challenging. So yeah, so how much questions per subject? So Gauri, can you please explain which exam? Yeah, Nilanjana, the computers will be provided by Exam Center, so you need not worry about it. So that will be taken care of. So
Sir, if we were not able to reach on reporting time, will a candidate be admitted to exam?
so it depends on the entrance exam. Most probably, there will be a safe zone of 30 minutes that they keep for the reporting time. Like usually, if the exam is at 2 p.m., they will say that the reporting time is 1:30. This 30 minutes is given so that like all the thermal checking, then you need to check whether the device is properly working. All these things might take some time, and since it would be a computer based exam, it will take some time to allocate a computer for you. That's one of the reason why this 30 minutes gap is taken into consideration. So even if you reach within maybe 15 minutes before the exam, that would be fine. But I would say that you should reach the entrance exam center before the 15 minutes of the reporting time. So that means that you should reach the entrance exam center at least 45 minutes before the entrance exam. Okay. So in the queries,
Sir,
yeah.
In the HSU and as well as Pondicherry, in the entrance exam there is current affairs, no? And I have heard in a class that the current affairs are coming from 3 months before preparing the question paper. And
Yes.
what do you prefer what is your opinion about studying current affairs? Which all months we should focus?
Okay, current affairs is one thing which is very vast. Okay, so I would say that there is a limit to whatever we can know about current affairs. So, but still, it doesn't mean that you should never focus on it. You should not give plenty of importance to it, but still, you need to give a bit of importance. We have discussed 2020 and 2021. Please go through all of them. It will be helpful. I think the PDFs are updated in the app. If not, we'll be updating it tonight itself. So please go through all the PDFs. That will give you a glimpse of all the happenings in the 2020 and 21. So that will help you with the current affairs. And my advice is that don't pressurize yourself with the current affairs because it's very fast and there is a limit for everything in the case of current affairs.
Yes, no, I am only just looking after the PDFs providing in the Learner's tab. No, nothing others. I am
Okay.
nothing other is not focused. And do you have any idea about the preparation of question paper month?
Okay, that I don't have much idea about that. I don't have much idea about that. Sorry for that. But still, it won't be before 2021. Like it might be from July 2022. Like a previous 1 year is a safe zone. Okay, so any time between August 2020 to August 2021, these might be the year, like a time period in which the current affairs topics are taken care of. So we have tried to cover almost all the important events and the almost everything related to current affairs in this one whole year. So hope it would be fine with you. So okay, do we need to save each choice for each answer? Yeah, you will need to save and go next. Only then it will be getting a green color. Only if it is green color, it means that the answer is given by you. If else, if it is a red color, it means that you have not given an answer. Whereas if it is a blue circle with a green dot, it means that you have given the answer and you have kept it for review. That kept it for review button answers will be automatically converted into green buttons once the test is over. Okay. So is there questions from current affairs of Pondicherry entrance? So Krishna, which entrance exam can you is it for master's course or a bachelor's course? Can you please specify that? So Ashwin, I saw questions from reasoning and English in some of previous year PG question papers on PU. And last year there was no questions from the same. What about this year? So PU earlier had questions from mathematical aptitude, analytical skills, general awareness, and general English. But recent years, there are no questions from these mathematical aptitude and all. There will be only subject specific questions. So you need to focus on subject specific topics for PU entrance exam. Okay. So Pondicherry, okay. Fatima Rizwana, can you say which, are you opting for PG or UG? Okay, so Krishna, as I mentioned, okay. Yeah, so in PU, if we answer the questions and can we come back to review if it is green? That's a, I think we can change it. We can change the options. Okay, the green color is given so that if you are confused of anything, go with, I'll just share the screen. So if you are confused with anything, and if you are not 10% sure of it, you should go with answered and marked for review. If you give green color, you would forget to check whether like it was correctly marked. So always you should go with this button. Okay, where was that button? Okay, you should, like, if you are not sure of it, you should give for mark for review and next. So that will have a violet circle with a green dot. And if you are 10% sure of it, you should go for save and next. And save and mark for review would be this mark for review. Mark for review, sorry, save and mark for review will be this violet color with green, and mark for review will have this option shown. So so that's what about it. Is there any mock test in Pondicherry official website? I am not sure of it. In HCU integrated MSc exam, how many questions per subject? So Gauri, for HCU entrance exam, for integrated MSc course, there will be 100 questions, out of which 25 will be from physics, 25 will be from chemistry, 25 will be from biology, and 25 will be from maths. So there will be equal splitting of 25, and the total 4 subjects will have 100 marks. Okay. So any other questions?
Excuse me, sir, I'm audible to you.
Yeah, you're audible.
So in Pondicherry University, like if you're attending, like can we like we kept it for review, and the time is over, and will that answer be marked?
Okay, I'll answer it. So you had like save and mark for review. If you had saved and marked for review, that answer will automatically get converted into answered. Whereas if you had kept only for mark for review, that answer won't be considered. That won't be considered, and you won't lose any points with mark for review. Whereas if you had kept it for answered and mark for review, the one option you gave while you gave mark for review will be considered, and that will be counting towards positive marks or even negative marks. Okay, IMA courses in Pondicherry University question pattern. Even IMA courses in Pondicherry University, it's history, geology, politics, I suppose. So the 100 marks will be split into 3. So it will be having like almost equal number of questions from these 3 topics. So not answered questions have an option to attend again. Yeah, if you didn't attend, you can go and attempt any time between the stipulated time. If it is 2-hour exam, you can go and visit and even change the options anytime within this 2 hours. And if you, after the 2 hours, it will automatically get submitted. Okay. So as a last minute tip, I would like to say, okay. So as a last minute tip, you should read the exam instructions properly. You should allot your time judiciously. As I mentioned, HCU entrance exam have 150 minutes. You will be having more than 1 minute for each question. You should try to attend within 1.5 minutes. And there is negative marks even for HCU and PU. So you should avoid guessing. You should make sure that you are aware of the topics when you attend. Like, if you should make sure that you are 10% sure of the answer, only then you should go for save and next. Okay. And for PU, 4 wrong answers will overweigh 1 right answer, and for HCU, 3 wrong answers will overweigh one right answer. Okay. So, okay, so can we wind up the session for tonight? So any other doubts? So any other doubts? Can we wind up?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all the best. Do contact us if you have any doubts or any other clarifications required. So we'll be there with you. So happy exams. Do well. Do let us know about your exam experience after the exam. So all the best. Good night.